20 years and 116 games played in between, Arsenal are back in the UEFA Champions League finals. The last time they were in the finals of the UEFA Champions League was in 2006, and they lost to Barcelona. I was saying to you, welcome to Watford Sports, where we bring you the latest, most juicy stories as it happens in the world of sports. I am your girl, Chikezekin Choma, your sports goddess. Like I told you the other time, I won't be doing this alone any longer. But for today, I have with me the rocket analyst himself.
Aripo Prosper, that's the name, and welcome to the studio once again. Thank you very much.
Arsenal are back in the UEFA Champions League finals. The last time they played in the finals of the UEFA Champions League was back in 2006, and they lost it to Barcelona. After 20 years, the Gunners are going to be testing again the final game in the UEFA Champions League competition.
Oh well, like I said, it's becoming increasingly very difficult not to like this Arsenal team right now. They've done a wonderful job. And just like I mentioned during the pre-match analysis, I foresee no other result than Arsenal going through. It would have been more difficult if this was Barcelona. But Atletico Madrid, I knew they stood no chance at the Emirates. 20 years after the 2006 finals, which they lost to Barcelona, they are back on the big stage again. Now, whether they are going to win it or not, let's leave that one for later. Today, let's just focus on the wonderful job that Arteta and the entire Arsenal team are doing. I saw when I was watching the game yesterday, you could see every tackle, every header, every chance missed, and every corner kick that is being considered. Arsenal were attacking everything as though their life depended on it, and it paid off.
Well, I mean, their life depended on it.
Of course. So, bottom line is congratulations to Arsenal. It was a wonderful. They dominated the game and they did very well.
Before I'll go ahead to ask you about what you think concerning Simeone's approach to that game, because I felt like in the first half of that game it was quite conservative.
Yeah.
Before I go on, I want to ask, something struck me. I watched that game, especially the second half. I really cannot wrap my head up around Declan Rice winning the man of the match.
Okay.
Ahead of the likes of Trossard. Even Gyökeres himself was quite instrumental in that game yesterday.
I knew that was going to come up. I knew that was going to, especially if Arsenal should go ahead to win the Premier League and the Champions League. I know that Declan Rice, with the help of the English media, is going to be up there
for the Ballon d'Or.
I'm telling you, it's going to be a conversation.
That's the whole thing that this whole thing is coming about, because I didn't see his impact in that game yesterday.
Well, like I said, that will come later. For now, let's just focus on congratulating Arsenal for getting to the finals and for doing a good job. And let's hope that this might just be their year.
Looking at how far this man has gone, experience-wise, he's ahead of Mikel Arteta. He's been with these guys for over a decade.
Simeone, you mean?
Counting, yes. In fact, what's over a decade? Over a decade and counting. And he's been to the Champions League finals, I think, twice, if I'm not mistaken, coming against Arsenal. In fact, losing twice to Arsenal this season. I thought it would have been something different, especially after changing the hotel. He said the last time the hotel they gave them, they stayed last time they lost.
The simple truth is, I think it's time for Simeone to call it quit with Atletico Madrid. He has done his best. Almost every season, he's been given over £200 million or euros to make signings, and they keep going trophyless and trophy. Yeah, he has tried. Okay, Atletico Madrid need to find someone else that can lead, that can bring that fresh breath and lead them to glory. Simeone, he has given his all. This is the best he can give, as long as I'm concerned. So that's just that about that.
Now, coming to the tactics that played out. At some point, especially during the second half, the substitutions, both for Atletico Madrid and for Arsenal. Looking at it looked like there was a superior tactical brilliance with Arteta as compared to Simeone. I'm trying to fix my head or wrap my head around substituted Alvarez and what's his name? Griezmann.
Well, whatever he had in mind when he was coming into the game obviously didn't play out. Arsenal neutralized every possible tactics and strategy that Atletico Madrid would have wanted to exploit. I believe he knew coming into the game, there is no way ATM were going to dominate Arsenal player for player the entire game. So he set his team up in such a way that they want to conserve their energy, they want to hold down the defense line, and then trust on any luck on the counter attack using the speed, the pace of Alvarez and the experience of Griezmann to see if they can unlock Arsenal one way or the other. But like I said again during the pre-match analysis, the composure and the solidity of that Arsenal defense and the link up that they have with their midfield makes it very difficult. Very, very difficult for a team like Atletico Madrid that is not known for the attacking prowess to be able to break. So Arsenal are more superior to ATM in every aspect of that game yesterday. That's just it.
Right, Arsenal are in the finals of the UEFA Champions League. Wait for who they are going to be facing off, whether PSG or Bayern Munich. But right now, I think it is all celebration in London, and finally for me, if Arteta goes ahead to win the UEFA Champions League for Arsenal, probably crowns it with the Premier League, will it be safe to say that he should be rated above Arsene Wenger? I mean, Arsene Wenger in 22 years with Arsenal didn't get them a UEFA or an European silverware, particularly the UEFA Champions League. If Arteta does this, he should be ahead of Arsene Wenger.
I have respect for elders. It's like saying if Michael Carrick should win us a treble next season, should we start mentioning in names when you are bringing in the great Alex Ferguson into the play? I wouldn't say that. I would say Arsenal should build a statue for Mikel Arteta to honor him for what he has done. But for me, it's still a little bit too early to start placing him shoulder to shoulder with Arsene Wenger.
I mean,
that's my opinion. That is my opinion. Besides, he hasn't won it yet, so let's see.
All right. Okay, but then we wait out to see what happens in the finals. Yeah. But then we are hoping that Arsenal makes it. Why am I sounding like I'm an Arsenal fan? Don't get me wrong. I'm actually not. But I am a lover of good football.
Beautiful football.
And when people work so hard, I always want to see them being crowned with something worth it. And I think for this season, Arsenal have worked so hard. I mean, prior to in fact, up to now, they are
still unbeatable.
Unbeaten in the prestigious UEFA Champions League. If they win it, that's two what's it called? 2 legacies, 2 records.
Well, according to Terry Henry, they should be referred to as the unforgettables. If they should go ahead with it. Not invincible anymore.
All right, we stay back. We come back with so many other juicy stories as it has to do with the world of sports and particularly football. So much to talk about in the world of football. We'll be right back.